What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Bare Basic Lawns. Today, right now, I'm going to try and pick up all these cores that I just did yesterday. It's already the next day. Good morning, everybody. Hope you're enjoying your day. It's a Sunday today, so we're back in the lawn again today. I don't really necessarily want to keep all these cores. It doesn't make the lawn look good, number one, in my opinion. And number two, the point of the aeration is to loosen up all the compaction. So some people online, they say, oh hey, get rid of the cores or keep the cores. Some people say get rid of them. Some people say keep them. So in my opinion, the point of doing the aeration like this is to loosen up the compaction, right? So why would I want to put all the cores back into the ground and possibly bring back the compaction, especially like I showed you yesterday? There's lots of soil to clay, and I don't really want all this clay. So in my opinion, I'm going to get rid of them. It's my lawn. I'm gonna do what I want. Same thing like with you, if you feel like you want to put them back in the lawn. Some people say you have all the nutrients, the fertilizer, whatever. I get that idea, but at the same time, maybe in like a couple of years when I end up going the long run of core aerating and I actually pull plugs and there's not so much clay per se, then fine, oh yeah, like see, like look at this core right here, see, and now that I look at it, it's all kind of clay, but for the most part, all you see is just, the machine yesterday was, it just split in half right now as I pick it up, but all you have is clay. And see like this core right here, that's all clay, and I want to get rid of that. So that's what I'm saying. In my opinion, I'm going to get rid of these cores. Now what I'm going to be doing is I see it online, as you're watching videos of other people and everything, and I'm going to be using a leveling rake. I bought a leveling rake right before the end of the season last year, to start getting me going, because I know that I was going to be doing this, as a whole project. So let me see here. So here I bought my leveling rake. Let me see. Bought my leveling rake. It's a Landsy. Cost me like, I don't know, 70 bucks or so. And let me see here. Then also too, yesterday along the house, I was manually aerating to what we didn't hit. And here I have a manual aerator by the same company, Landsy. Put the links in the description below. Great little product so far. Barely the first time using it. I haven't used the leveling rake yet. I put it together when I bought it, just to make sure everything fits and whatever, no dings or dents or whatever. And but man, that to do manual aeration, woo man, that would be a workout. Definitely get you a power aerator, so that way you can just knock it out, because it was a workout to begin with that, more of a workout with that. And I love this idea of my Ryobi link here. Going to get more. It is pricey. That's the only problem with this. So in the meantime, let's go ahead and try and get this picked up. I think it's dried out a little bit. When I was feeling those cores right now, it felt pretty dry. The only problem is that the machine was compacting them, so I'm hoping that they'll pick up. But let's go ahead and give this a try, and then we're gonna get into some mow action. And it's supposed to kind of rain already tomorrow, so I don't know if I'll spread all my product tonight and make kind of like 2 videos for you guys, or just do it tomorrow and hope for the best. Because remember, when you spread that fertilizer and even that soil conditioner, it has iron in it, and it will stain your concrete, and you don't want that. And so I think that's what I'm gonna try and do. But let's go ahead. I'm gonna get set up here, and let's try and get these cores picked up. Alright guys, I'm gonna give a quick review so far. So I've kind of done this little, let me see here. I've kind of done this little strip right here in the front. I tried to go to the back right now. And with just how unlevel this lawn is, it's just not working. I did bring up a little pile right here. It does kind of work on the flat surface, so I think maybe in the backyard it'll be nice. But I've kind of made a little pile already right here, and this side is just so bumpy and uneven. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna get a rake and see how that goes. So let's give that a try. All right, guys, had to get a hat too, so I don't fry my face off. Oh yeah, I think this is what I'm gonna have to do for this part because it's just too uneven on this side, and I'm really getting it. So I'm not worried about like all this stuff coming up because I'm gonna mow right now anyway. So what's it matter? But yeah, I'm gonna keep going, guys. Look at that, guys. We're still picking up dead grass. Here's a bag probably from some worker. It's amazing that you still find stuff in the lawn. It's crazy. Even till today, I still pick up rocks, concrete chips, big rocks, big concrete, you name it. Look at this bag here. I find screws every once in a while. Brick. It's crazy. Builders, if you watch this, please take better care of our stuff. As enthusiasts of the lawn, it really gets annoying finding all this stuff. Alright guys, the leveling rake is not working. I think the lawn is just too bumpy and not really mowed. You can see it right here. It's kind of long, but if it was freshly mowed and nicely leveled, I think it would be a good idea. So in the meantime, I'm just gonna have to break out the old rake here and get some actual manual labor going. But let's go ahead and keep going. All right, guys, we got it all done today. I had to stop for a little bit because it's just so hot, and this weather out here, it just kicks you in the face, and I had to take a break, and I'll probably be working on my third shower right now, sweating up a storm. This weekend was productive. It was long, but it was good. Got it all done. Forgive me for panting. I just finished mowing. I'm exhausted. I'm exhausted. And so I got it all done. Now, the reason why, like I mentioned before, is that I wanted to pick up all these cords is because all it was is just clay. And I want to get rid of all of that. I don't want to put it back in the lawn. Like I mentioned, if it was 3 or 4 years down the line and pulling cores and the soil looks good, it's just completely soil instead of just clay and maybe a little bit of the topsoil when the sod was laid, then I might not care. I'll probably maybe start watering it in. But for now, I'm looking to get rid of all that and put it in. And you can still see, the after results. There are lots of holes in the ground. That's good. That's what we want. We want to aerate this lawn. We want to make it less compact. There's still some cores. I can't get every single one. I'm not going to waste my time getting all of them. If I got maybe 90%, 70%, that's good for me. I'm really looking to relieve all this compaction and get rid of all this clay, and over time make it soil. And probably when I level, I think I'm going to go a 2-to-1 ratio. I'm going to do 2 yards of the masonry sand and a yard of topsoil, and probably work on a sifter, make sure there's no bark or rocks or whatever that gets in the mixtures, and really only just lay the soil. So that's probably what I'm going to do, and over time it'll look better. And right now it's a work in progress. This is our first season. I know it's bare basic lawns, but man, this is not bare basic. But this is probably maybe step 2, I would think, out of 3. First, you want to dethatch. I'm talking hard labor part of the lawn. You're looking to dethatch. You're looking at core aerate, and then you're looking to level, and then you're just coasting until you're just water, feed, fertilizer, all that good stuff until it goes dormant. Then the season ends, and we're barely good halfway there. Man, I'm just sweating. Woo, man, it's a workout. But in the meantime, I'm not gonna really blow. I'm gonna water all of this. I don't know if you can see it out there, but all of this right here, the leftovers of all the remnants from when we aerated of the machine and everything, that I'm just gonna water it and get rid of it because I want to make sure it looks presentable, because the HOAs around here, living in the HOA, it sucks. So I'm gonna get that done. I'm gonna sign off for the night. I'm gonna get some rest, hydrate, all the above. I appreciate the support, guys. It is definitely a beginning of a good episode of Bare Basic Lawns. I'm here to provide good content. We are working with Bermuda Tifway 419. I don't know if I keep mentioning that or not, but that's our grass type. We're working with Bermuda, and it's looking good right now. I don't know if you can see it, but when it's nicely freshly cut, it looks good with that reel mower. I can't wait to invest in a good one, get a power one, make it look good. That'll really create some stripes in the lawn, because that revolutions on the blade will make it look good. Heavy roller kit is working nice. It's definitely kicking my butt. I appreciate the support, guys. Always like, comment, subscribe, share, ring that bell. I'm trying to provide you good content out here in Texas. And in the meantime, I'll catch you guys later.
Bare basic lawns where the green grass grows, East Texas skies and a gentle breeze blows.